like a fake call and you don't mean to do it, it's still still an act of terrorism. It's serious. That is actually classed as an act of terrorism because you are inciting terror into a group of people by saying that I'm gonna hurt, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna blow up, I'm gonna stab, I'm gonna punch, like saying whatever it is, the threat is. Oh, hello. Checking to see if I'm impassive. Anyway, but yeah, that is within reason for people to be concerned and for people to be tried for, because even if it's meant to be a joke, that's like, if you're joking, then why did you call up the police, who are probably going to take it quite seriously, because they don't exactly like being bombed because they're people.
They will show up to your door and talk to you about it. That's what they usually do, at least.
Well,
they usually they can't take action on it because they can't tell if you were joking or not. They will most likely come to your house, talk to you. If you do it again, you're in trouble. Such as that, go along that.
And also if there is reason to believe that like I said, but then this goes deeper. This is usually when they start investigating these, like if they get more than one, that's usually when they start doing it. But they can also on those rights, if they'll have you recorded, unless you're obviously using no caller ID. But nowadays not many people use that. They just
police can track no caller IDs.
Oh yeah, they can. That is true. They can do that. But I was just saying that for example, just whichever way yes, it is a thing. People can.
They can track you to your location.
Yeah, police have the right and the ability to track no caller ID.
That made me sound really creepy.
What did? Oh yeah,
I just came out of nowhere. I was like, yeah, that's not that hard to use either.
But no, but yeah, if there is multiple threats of, like, say, the police station, excuse me, being bombed, they do have the right to come to your home and, well, not only question you about it, but obviously possibly take you into the station for a more thorough and official interview where you may be recorded and, your information, and also you may also be asked to, obviously, in light of the investigation till it ends, not obviously leave city, state, country, so on and so forth. But like I said, that's only within the scenario of there being multiple threats that are deemed, possibly like serious, or obviously in the event of the police station actually being fucking bombed.
If the police station is actually bombed and you make that mistake of calling them, even if it wasn't you, you were most likely going to get arrested, actually.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. Within the light of that happening, the same process can happen. They have full right to arrest you and, of course, join in, take you to an interview room and obviously to investigate you and obviously hold you in custody, so on and so forth, all within due process, obviously. They're not allowed to fucking, obviously, they wouldn't be allowed, but this has happened in certain cases, they wouldn't be allowed to arrest you and then announce to the media that we have caught the bomber.
Yeah, they can't announce they caught the bomber because they're not sure. They can arrest you.
Yeah, they can arrest you, and interview you and all that, but yeah, but that's the problem. And but also, oftentimes this isn't actually, there are cases where this isn't the police officer's fault. Oftentimes stuff gets leaked to the press all the time, so
well, there's also it also depends on state, because there's guilty until proven innocent, and then innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
so it really depends where you live.
Yeah, it depends on the state. Yeah, that is very true.
Every state has their own laws too, so
oh yeah, of course,
that is an extreme factor in.
Oh yeah, that is definitely, like, like I said, obviously you're allowed to feel how you are, but I can understand why you have different states that obviously have different rules, but then you have overarching rules for the entire country and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand to an extent. I have my own personal feelings about that, but I feel that I personally do not have. Well, I do have the right to say it, but I personally feel that I don't have the proper vantage point to really like discuss my opinion on that because obviously I live in the UK. I come from a place where that isn't the norm. So to me, I consider it alien, the idea of it, but you know, that's just how it is with people living in different countries. You have different laws, different norms, and obviously different traditions. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of Americans that have never had a cup of tea in their life.
I have
I
tea.
have
I had
for the
it,
rest of
but
America.
it makes me sick.
Fair enough. Yeah, I personally don't like coffee. Like, I have the exact same reaction. I don't like the taste of coffee.
I can't do
but
coffee. Coffee, my stomach doesn't agree with it.
Tea does not.
I can do
The
both.
only time I ever drink coffee is when I'm tasting it from my mom because I make the coffee for her.
So you're like the family barista?
Barista?
Basically, yeah, just
Yeah,
for
me
my
too.
mom.
Lately, I make coffee for everyone, and I even have a job working as a barista.
I don't understand. What are you shooting?
Where do you work?
I work at a
Like a
coffee.
shooting.
I work at a Starbucks.
Also, if you hear the little keyboard clacking, that might be just me on my computer.
no, that's all right. Don't worry.
Which is unseen.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Let the dragon consume you!
I'm so glad I beat myself. I had a panic attack.
Oh, bless you. Why do you
Because
have a
one of
panic
you,
attack?
like,
That dragon would be looking like a pretzel's twist.
okay, like,
Oh,
let me
what?
explain why I had a panic attack.
This Hanzo released the dragon I'm talking. It looks like a pretzel twist.
Okay. It's not your guys' fault, but Papa, you said it's a word that's set in my mind that triggers my flashbacks.
Let
Oh,
the dragon
I'm so
consume
sorry.
you!
You didn't know that you did, so that's why I didn't get upset with you.
Okay, thank you. That's very. Thank you for not getting upset.
I
know
would
there's
never
some
get
people
mad
that
at someone
aren't
that
as.
doesn't even know about it, so.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna ask you to clarify the word because I don't
No,
want it to
it's all
happen
good.
again.
I'll
but
just mute myself again.
okay,
but-
I'm really sorry for causing you that distress. That is obviously not what I want to do.
No,
I'm very sorry about that.
started mentally crying because I don't physically cry no more. I ran out of
bless
tears.
you. Oh, bless you.
I
I'm
do
sorry,
same.
man.
Plus, also the reason I kept getting so mad.
Wait,
is
hold on.
because-
Let's see if I can do the
Ew,
thing. Wait a minute.
I have different words that trigger different emotions in me
Step
Oh, I see, I understand.
because it helps with my split personalities, as my therapist says.
Step
I have different words
Okay.
for my different personalities. So,
Mhm.
the reason I kept getting mad is because someone kept like triggering my anger. That's why I kept trying to shut my mouth and I kept being quiet for so long.
I understand.
Like I said, I'd rather just keep my mouth shut instead of blowing up on someone.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Whatever works for you and whatever helps you obviously cope with obviously your anxiety, that's perfectly fine.
I was over
Oh,
here
that's
playing
very
my
nice.
guitar.
Oh yeah, I find music to be very therapeutic. What music do you like to listen to?
I literally
Whoa, yeah.
I can play a song on my computer if you guys want.
Sorry, what was that, mate? I didn't hear.
Whoa, yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Yes, sir.
Mocked.
Sorry,
I
sorry,
can't
so sorry,
even
what-
hear my music.
Yeah, I
sorry,
got the
what
best
music-
name here.
So what music do you like to listen to?
Whoa. 6ix9ine. Put that new shit.
Okay, so I
Okay,
should be
I've-
attack. Can I get an attack person to kill me?
By the dragon.
No, I hit the drum. I didn't mean to
Who are
hit
you?
it.
Emotional hugs.
Whoa, yeah.
I'm just gonna put on Earth Angel.
Let the dragon consume you!
Wow, wait.
God damn it, ads, go away.
Was the sound of sight.
Oh. Yeah, you were behind me. My bad.
But yeah, Jake, I just want to say that
Whoa.
Oh my god,
yeah.
Can you
Ma'am, I'm
stop
sorry,
whoever's
but I
doing that?
can't
It's
hear my
actually
music when you
annoying.
do that.
Yo, I love your music. I love your singing. Thank you.
Please
Oh
come
my
here
god, thank
again.
you so much. No problem, I got you. Can you hit that bitch one more time? Ooh, yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I don't understand humans.
Neither do I.
Alright. Papa, what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, Jake. I just wanna.
Bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Jake. I'm very glad that we've had this conversation. It's actually been one of the most reasonable conversations I've had in a very long time. You are a very bright and very intelligent young man, I must say so. And
yeah, I always have these debates with my friends all the time. As most of my friends are older than me. Like my friends are 16 and 15. Probably.
Guess what? You just made it 18. I'm very sorry for how
excuse me, do you mind not doing that, please?
Yeah, you guys are dickheads.
Excuse me? Huh?
Like just spamming mic.
Oh, two sides of the coin.
But yeah, Jake, I just want to say that, yeah. Oh, well, there we go.
That's also one of the most reasonable things I've heard in a while.
But yeah, Jake, I'm very glad we had this conversation. I'm very glad I met you, actually. Like, we had a very good conversation. I'm very glad that we came to an understanding. Yeah, and that we were both able to kind of see where we're both coming from. Well, at least I hope so. Am I wrong in that assumption, or...?
No, I agree.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, you're a very bright young man, you're very intelligent, and I hope that you're going to have a very bright future. I'm sorry if how we obviously met first was, I'm sorry that was very rocky, and obviously we didn't seem to really, we seemed to butt heads and didn't really seem to get each other, but I'm glad that just through talking we were able to, without it having to just be a case of, you getting kicked and everyone going, oh, what a dickhead. I like to talk to people, I like to kind of see where they're coming from, and it seemed like you wanted to talk and like you wanted to converse, and well, I'm fine with that. I think that's better than just kicking someone or just ignoring someone, but
yeah,
it was really cool talking to you.
Whenever I usually try talking to somebody on, I don't know, Overwatch or something, I usually just ended up getting kicked because if
actually like, the most serious conversation I've had ever in a custom game.
That's the most reasonable one I've ever heard, though.
Yeah, this is the most reasonable one I've ever been in either.
Honestly, me too, because most people in custom games or Overwatch overall don't.
You are completely right.
Most people are not that intelligent.
Honestly. Whoever said they are intelligent is honestly true. Most people just kick you if you don't agree with them. One of them is a voice your opinion.
Those are the people I like.
Two sides to a coin.
Those are the people I avoid.
But I guess it's pretty hard to avoid them on Overwatch.
Hey, Jake.
At the end of the
I
day,
avoid
it's
everyone that does that in
servers.
general.
Hey, yo.
Like, I avoid talking to them.
Hey, Jake, I will apologize. I did kick you one time. It's because I didn't know who it was, but someone was activating my, triggering my anger. And I thought it was you, so I kicked you, but then it wasn't you, and I was trying to figure out who the hell it was. But I eventually got the person who it was. And I'm very sorry for kicking you.
It's fine. Oh, this was nice.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, this will go down in our own personal history as the most reasonable conversation that will ever be had in Overwatch.
I think it'll go down in Overwatch history, honestly.
You probably just, had a record, just saying?